Gary Trent Jr. At forward, OG Anunoby. At the other forward, Scotty Barnes. At the other guard, Fred VanVleet. The center, Pascal Siakam. The head coach of the visiting team is Nick Nurse. Let's meet the starting five for your Washington Wizards. At forward, 6'9", number 9, Charlotte. At point, 6'2", number 22, Monte Morris. At forward, 6'9", number 33, Kyle Kuzma. The man in the middle, 7'3", number 6, Kristaps Porzingis. At guard, 6'3", number 3, Bradley Beal.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Tonight we'll see the Washington Wizards as they play against the Toronto Raptors. Our broadcast team tonight, on one side, Greg Anthony. On the other side, Steve Smith. And on the sideline, David Aldridge. I'm Kevin Harlan. DA, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Now, guys, at the end of this season, there is a potential opt-out of the collective bargaining agreement. And after seeing star players hold out, some wonder if that will be exercised. Commissioner Silver says, we have a common interest to ensure that contracts are honored. Those are issues we can approach collectively. Kevin?
As is always the best case. David, thank you. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. And it's Siakam in at the center, locking down the middle. And for the Wizards, Kuzma will step in at the 4 with Porzingis at center. Morris and Beal are the guards. And it's Avdia in at the small forward. At this point of the season, Greg, right in the heart of the schedule, what are the biggest challenges for a player?
Kevin, sometimes it's just about knowing what city you're in. The travel in this league is crazy, but you really want to keep focused and sleep and eat right. Vital.
Morris against Van Vliet. Morris passes to Porzingis. Pass to Kuzma. He gets that one. Kuzma's got the first points of the night for the Wizards.
Solid at fighting through contact. I like how Kuzma accepts these challenges and converts.
Barnes passes to Siakam. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
First personal
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
No good on that one. And for Siakam, great. He almost epitomizes the modern forward.
And that's not to say he's the best forward, but he displays all the skills you now expect from that position. Solid player who any team would love to have.
No good on the second free throw.
From a role player to an elite talent, Pascal Siakam continues to impress with his all-around game.
Now, here is Morris. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Beal, and they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
No excuse. You have to be aware. He should be on your radar all the time.
At the line for the Wizards, Bradley Beal.
One shot.
Shooting one.
And that one falls for Beal. GA, he's asked to carry a big-time scoring load, but Bradley Beal makes his teammates better as well.
And that's an area, Kevin, he has really grown. And his playmaking, when the defense overcommits, you make them pay with the pass.
Now, here's Siakam. One of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Morris outside. The pass to Porzingis. Passes it to Kuzma. It's good from long range. Kuzma's got his second bucket tonight.
This is Kuzma's game. You set me up, I'll knock it down.
Trent against Beal. And there's the whistle. That goes on Denny Avdia. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
We've got 1:18 left here in the opening quarter. Siakam, a screen on Beal. Trent passes to Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Gary Trent Jr., his teammate, was so open, he could have passed it with his eyes closed.
Trent against Beal. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Here's Siakam. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Morris with a screen on Trent. Beal with it. Picked up by Van Vliet. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Anunoby kicks to Trent. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
I'm so impressed with the strength of Gary Trent Jr. Excellent at staying in control of his shot.
Van Vliet against Morris. Shot clock at 5. Wizards need to get a shot off here.
Helping this offense spread the floor. Kyle's a solid shooter from distance.
And so it's Kyle Kuzma making things happen for the Wizards. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be back with you shortly. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
Smitty, you know, when you watch an NBA game today, it seems like there is endless switching, positionless players. Why is that?
Kevin, it's a game of matchups. Teams are looking to exploit those mismatches. Let's say you can get your point guard on a center. Usually, you win that possession.
DeJuan Wright is out there with Will Barton. Then there's Kispert. Then it's Rui Hachimura. And it's Gafford in at the 5. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Wizards. Wright dishes to Barton. To the middle. It's deflected. It's deflected. Here's Banton. He's averaging a bit over 5 points a game. Martin defending. Collects the two-pointer near the hoop.
This is what the analytics prefer. Shots at the rim or from three.
Hachimura with it. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
Here's Benton, guarded by Wright. Takes it off the glass.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And a deep roster for the Raptors. But, Smitty, do they have the star power, the star talent to win big?
Well, they have Scotty Barnes. He was last season's Rookie of the Year. His growth will be key. But with Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam, all-star caliber players, Toronto's not shy on talent, Kevin.
The Wizards shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
2 shots.
Free throw drops for Wright. Young's checked in for the Raptors. And so Wright nails both of them.
You know, over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Now here's Flynn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Anunoby has the open look. The shot's good on the assist by Flynn. And this game is tied up now.
And we have seen OG become a volume three-point shooter because he has a nice touch from that spot.
For the screen on Flynn. Right, the pass to Gafford. Third time is not the charm. 0 for 3 from the floor so far. Pass to Flynn. Young outside. Back to Flynn. Pass to Banton. 4 on the shot clock. From deep. Rebound by Kispert.
I'm not sure if anyone on the team has the green light from there. Definitely not him.
It's the kind of shot that gives hero ball a bad name and causes your coach to consider another line of work.
Now here's Wright. 11-point game in his last outing. Out to the right wing. There's the 3. And another miss by Washington. Here's Banton. Lays it up off the glass. Banton's got the lead up to 2 now for the Raptors. Quarter number 2, around 3 minutes gone by. Wright, the pass to Hachimura. Over Young. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Raptors lead by 2. They'll be back shortly, live from Washington.
Welcome, everybody. The Washington Wizards in our featured matchup, and what a competitive half it's been.
Listen, they need better looks. Under 40% shooting, not going to cut it. You got to work the ball inside. I promise you, if you work that ball inside, good things will happen.
Shaq, we can count on you to always suggest working the ball down low.
Because I know it works, Ernie. If you look at the left hand, you see unos, dos, tres, cuatro rings. See that? Bling, bling.
And let's switch gears for a second, checking out social media. And T-Money 720 asks, Kenny, I saw that highlight where Shaq dove for a loose ball and landed on top of you. How worried were you in that moment?
Well, thanks for that question, T-Money. I can't say I wasn't concerned at all. Shaq is a gentle giant.
It's okay, Kenny. Tell the truth.
Okay, I was terrified. I had to check to make sure everything was okay and still working after I got up.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Kyle Kuzma displaying his skills today.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
So for Toronto right now, Anunoby in at the forward with Barnes next to him. Van Vliet in the backcourt. Trent Jr. to his side. And it's Siakam in at the 5. Home in the paint. Morris with the bucket.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest, going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Barnes outside.
Starting the half with 3 straight misses. Now how they envision this one.
And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Washington. And the pass to Beal. Outside, Porzingis.
2 minutes. 2 minutes remaining.
6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. And there's Beal. That's good on the assist by Morris. Beal's got 6. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable. And they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their career.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much. We can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, D.A. Thank you so much. Here's Trent following the basket by Kristaps Porzingis.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. They have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Out to Porzingis. Kuzma against Barnes. From the line, Kuzma can't get it to go. Raptors trail by 5. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Trent passes to Barnes. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. For 3, Van Vliet trains it from beyond the arc.
Comfortable in catch-and-shoot situations. Fred does a lot of things for this team.
Kuzma with the screen for Morris, and it's Beal in the corner. Off target with his 3. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Washington out in front, leading by just 2. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our 4th quarter coming up next. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
This is what you need your floor general to do. Take charge, lead by example, unselfish play.
Very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Morris and Beal are the guards. Kyle Kuzma is out there with Kispert. And it's Gafford in at the center position. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. Yep, that one goes.
Not everything fell for them in that first half, and now it looks like they're beginning to hit their stride.
Morris against Van Vliet. Stolen away. Passes it to Kuzma. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Boucher.
Wizards ball.
Hachimura, he's checked in for the Wizards.
Wizard. Rui Hachimura.
Raptors on defense, trailing by 4. 9 feet out, and that one's good. Beal.
And it's clear how confident Beal is. The closer he gets, the more his eyes light up trying to score.
Now here's Van Vliet. And we've played through about a minute here in the 4th. On the money from 12 feet away.
Rising to the occasion, he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Working the mid-range, but you would think the defense would be keying on him.
Van Vliet against Morris. Screen by Gafford. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Van Vliet looking around. Trent outside. Van Vliet outside. 6 to shoot. And the rejection by Gafford. Morris kicks to Gafford. And here's Beal. For the screen on Trent. Here's Beal. Lays it up and banks it in.
I love when Beal slashes to the rim like this, using that athleticism and speed so well.
And the Raptors call time here. They're trailing by 6. 1:09 left to play in the final quarter.
DC family, look out.
For the Wizards, Porzingis is checked in for Daniel Gafford. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Hachimura. And Avdia subbed in for Kispert. And Toronto also making a switch. Anunoby's checked in. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, during the last timeout, I listened to Nick Nurse talk to his team. He told them to stick with it. He said, this game is right here, guys. This is our game to take. Precision, purpose, and poise. Kevin, we'll see if they can get it done.
Thank you, David. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. Rebounded by the Wizards.
Low percentage shot from long range. Terrible decision, especially when you still have a chance to win this.
Van Vliet against Morris. And the wide open shot from Avdia. His 3-pointers off the mark. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. 6-point game. 3-pointer. Porzingis with the rebound. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. First team foul.
There's 37 seconds left to play here in the fourth. So they foul intentionally.
Junior. First personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Wizards, at the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And quite simply, Beal is an all-NBA player in our league, a multi-dimensional guard who does many things well, especially scoring the ball.
34 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Morris against Van Vliet. It's Trent on the wing. And again, Toronto no luck. Let's see if they can extend their lead to double digits.
And no reason to think they can't the way they're going.
Now here's Beal. And so it's the Wizards with the W. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Brad. Every defensive wrinkle they could think of, they threw at you tonight, the doubles, the traps, but I know that's nothing new for you.
Yeah, for sure. You know, and it's only going to get tougher. But I'm confident in myself and my game, so the more the merrier.
Maybe they'll quintuple team you next time. Congrats on the win, man. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Steve Smith, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. We'll see you later.